I'm just going to briefly show you how I plug all the cables in. I'm sure many of you have done it, and most of you won't be interested in seeing this, but I just thought as I'm going to plug the cables in anyway, I may as well video it. So I've got a slightly longer telemetry cable here so the table can reach. So I just pick up the PIX hook and line up the cables, line up the holes and the pins, and insert like that into the telemetry port. That one's resisting, it doesn't want to go in. Just make sure I've got that the right way around, and I do. These are very tight connections, these DF13s, which of course is great when your Rover is rumbling along the ground, but not so good when you're trying to assemble and disassemble. So there's the telemetry cable in the Telem1 port. My receiver, transmitter receiver, you'll see on the side here, I don't know if you can make that out, it's got a signal plus minus. So of course the black is minus, the red is plus, and the white is signal. Signal plus minus, so on the RCN it is plugged in that way around. Okay, the 3D Robotics external magnetometer and GPS. So that has a 6-pin cable for the GPS, which we plug in like so. And the magnetometer has a 4-pin cable, which we plug in like so. Now what I would also normally do is this magnetometer, which is an I2C device, plugs into the I2C port. You would have been shipped with an expansion port, but on this build I don't need any of the other I2C ports, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it straight in to the I2C bus, like so, and I'll plug in the GPS to the GPS port. Which is also resisting. Like that. That one's not quite in. There we go. Now the power brick again takes a 6-pin cable. So I'll plug that in there. Like so. So that's plugged in, and as I said, I'm going to mount this underneath, so I'll drill a hole and run that cable up and through after. The buzzer, simple little 2-pin buzzer, goes in there, and of course the safety switch, which goes in there. And there you have all the connections for a PIX hook.